Let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.
Hey, when it come to the hustle, you ain't seen nothing like it. I always knew this day would come, I ain't seen one psychic. Plus all my niggas play at ones, I ain't got no sidekicks. And all my ladies know what's up, I ain't got one side chick. Hey yo, it's Mr. Seventh Letter, I'm so fucking G. That's probably why your favorite woman love to fuck with me. And when it come to these flows, I'm like the fucking sea. Feel like Alonzo Harris, who the fuck got what on me? 100 training days wouldn't get you to this fucking level. And if you pulling strings, that only means that I'm Geppetto. Real niggas, they move in silence, you ain't get the memo. I'm making noise without a word, this hustle instrumental. You niggas out here improvising, I stick to the script. I get it done, I handle business, that's just what it is. These niggas down to steal the wheel until the whip crash. But they can only play their role, these niggas ludicrous. Most these niggas playing too much, yeah. So these days we ain't saying too much. But baby, don't you take this meeting lightly, cause you ain't never met a seventh letter like me, Most these niggas playing too much. So these days we ain't saying too much. But baby, don't you take this meeting lightly, cause you ain't never met a seventh letter like me, yeah. These niggas talk a good game, a bunch of Stephen A's. Whole lot to say about a sport that they ain't even played. John Doe's looking for a Jane, these niggas need a name. That bullshit ain't merging with the real, you niggas need a lane. These days get money and prosper, I'm so with it. Treat the hustle like your granny did food, put soul in it. I might master P at all this year, ain't no limit. Like a dog playing fetch with progression, I go get it. They so timid and they showing they steps. Got no heart, they timid, they just got hole in their chest. Give no love, they chasing waterfalls, I go get a check. I'm no scrub, I'm bound to burn it down. I see it out my left eye. Grab the front toe and start preparing for my next high. You check it, niggas rarely playing straight, and I'm a chess guy. Prefer to see the game from every way and choose the best side. From there, acknowledge all real movement and let the rest slide. Most these niggas playing too much, yeah. So these days we ain't saying too much. But baby, don't you take this meeting lightly, cause you ain't never met a seventh letter like me, Most these niggas playing too much. So these days we ain't saying too much. But baby, don't you...
let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.
Round of applause, round of applause. Wednesday, we are back at it. You feel me? You understand what I'm talking about? Blessed, not stressed. That is the motivation. You know what I'm saying? That is the goal. And we're back at it in the studio. We got a live guest coming in today, man. Not jumping off, you know what I'm saying? If you look over there, it's always going to be an empty chair sometime when it's because these divas. Well, we got to give it up for the ladies today, because the ladies are doing the cooking, man. Every household, or dang near every household, the ladies are cooking. And the topic is picking these greens. Picking greens. I don't got to ask me, I'm going to pick greens. No, sir. When I left the house, there was 4 young ladies, including the wife. Y'all please handle that, because when I get home, I got stuff to do. PS5. But anyway, it's Turkey Day tomorrow. I don't think people really are talking about the turkey and the Thanksgiving, because by now, if you don't know, Christopher Columbus, yes, is a fraud. That is the whole Kyrie Yee situation going on right now. They finally letting the world know, or they've been let us know, that Christopher Columbus did not find North America and all of this stuff. These people, you know what they did. But anyway, that's another topic, another subject. But as you can see, the ladies are not here. One is working and getting the greens together, and the other one, is she in the room? Is the diva in the room? I see. Is Ivory the Aries? Crickets, and more crickets. See, this is what happens when you have busy women on your team. We are looking for applications, and we're looking for, send your photo and your qualifications into GRIZZBZMENT at AOL.com. Yes, I said AOL.com. Don't nobody fool with AOL.com, so it's safe. You understand me? And today we got a guest. Is the guest on today too? Did she clock in? It's crickets for her too? Maybe they're having technical crickets. Hey, maybe we should have. Maybe we should have. Well, wait a minute. Whoa. The viewing area. The viewing area. Yes. But Ron Mack, if you're out there, give us a call. We definitely want to talk about what you was talking about today. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for my co-host, Ivory the Aries. We just, casually strolled on back and forth. I was expecting to see a pot of greens. You picked your greens yet? You pick your greens yet?
Man, I'm done picking greens. I am down to the bottom and the last of the last to what I got to do.
You been drinking too?
Just getting ready to get started.
You just getting ready to get started. I know women who've been drinking all night that started last night cooking and still cooking, and they didn't drink a whole bottle of Tito's.
I'm not one of those.
I'm just saying, these women out here doing it. They done made Bloody Marys and lemonade suckers or something, talking about some, you want some? No, sir.
You're not listening.
No, sir. We don't want any of those. But anyway, we're supposed to have the guest on. Maybe she'll come on. Maybe she have a technical. Oh, she is there. Ladies.
Yeah, I just got on here. I have to figure out how to get on here.
Okay, that's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a round of applause for fashion designer Karli'e Whitfield. That's what's up. I was scrolling through Instagram and some other social media and said, look at that. That's knit.
Yep.
And I had to zoom in like, oh, that's hot. Like, then my brain started racing. And then what really got me was the picture of you. I mean, not you, but you two. Because did you knit that dress that you was sitting on the fountain with?
Yes, I made that.
Yes, that. But the one that stood out to me was the two girls holding hands. I think one had on green and one had orange. I think you got the pictures and bring them up. But I was like, I really thought, and you are. So you are big time. Because I was like, what fashion designer that came out with this? They is on something. What? And I'm like, okay. Oh, she from here. What the hell? What the hell?
Would you be surprised if I made that outfit in just 2 days? Both of those outfits in 2 days, and I literally stayed up the night before the event to make sure they was finished till like 5, 6 in the morning.
Wow. So let's just jump from the get go, because it's Black Girl Magic, Black Girl Shine, and I love Black women. Every woman knows that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ladies' man. Can I get a round of applause for being a ladies' man? Thank you. Most of the ladies view my show. But anyway, enough about me. So, what possessed you to do this? Was you a designer? Did you go to school? Tell us how this came about.
So really, with my story, I've been making clothes since a young girl. I didn't start taking the crocheting part of that seriously probably so around when COVID first happened. Around that time, I was pretty unsure about a lot of things going on in my life. I was just trying to find my sole purpose. I do know growing up, my 4th grade teacher, she taught us how to crochet. And ever since then, I was still crocheting. But at that time, I was just making baby blankets. And then, like I said, fast forward 2020.
No, don't go back don't fast forward. I want to dig deeper into the youth as far as, because you said you was before the crochet when you learned, you was making clothes. So what was you doing? I fixed
So
electronics.
at the time, like I said, being a young girl, it started off with, my mom, she going to thrift shops. She
Okay.
would buy fabric for me. I used to make clothes for my Barbie dolls, Bratz dolls. Um, and then getting a little bit older, going into middle school, high school, that's when I started with the denim designs. If you happen to look on my page, I do have some clothes that I also do the denim designs. That was my first specialty. So I was making like the stress pants with the bleaching, the ripping, the studding. And then like I said, it was really more the denim designs I was doing. And like I said, I started that around early middle school, early high school, went to college around 2015, 2016. I went to Wright State up in Dayton, Ohio. At that time, as your typical college student, I wasn't really thinking about the fashion designing. I was just trying to be a young adult at that time, go to school, party, do that type of thing. When I had left from college, at that time, like I said, I was just working. I was in between jobs. I was here, I was there. And what kind of really had me think about going into the crocheting part, I do know in between time, since I was making baby blankets for like friends, if they had babies or family members, I just remember stumbling across a video on Instagram, and I was just looking at this young lady that lived in Nigeria. She was making clothes out of crochet. And a part of me was like, well, if I can make baby blankets, I can sure enough make clothes. So in the beginning, it was a little tough because because I am self-taught. Everything that I have been doing, I literally just look at a YouTube video and I kind of just recreate from there. But like I said, I started in probably around March, April of 2020. Like I said, I actually happened to be at my job. I worked at a previous gas station. I was working at Thornton's, and for some reason, it was this crochet needle in the back of the store that was sitting on the ground. So I kind of looked at it and I said, this is random. But I said, what? Something is telling me to take this home. So ever since then, I still have that same crochet needle, and that same crochet needle made a lot of my good work to this day. Like I said, with me being self-taught, I can look at a YouTube video, I can kind of recreate, and just the previous knowledge that I have for certain techniques, certain designs, I go ahead, I just implement that into new designs, and I kind of just freestyle, because the way I am, I do get inspired by other people's works, but I don't ever want to come off as if I'm copying people. So like I said, I just put my own twist to everything, and from there, it just skyrocketed. I would have never thought, me starting around when COVID first happened to now, that my life has changed so dramatically, but I'm glad I took those steps to get me where I am today.
So do you have a brick and mortar?
What is it?
A brick and mortar, that means a storefront?
No, I do not. I only have a SD store online on SD.com. I've been selling things on there for like the last maybe year and a half, but long-term goals, I would like to go ahead and get a storefront for myself.
Okay. Now, as far as sponsorship, has anybody reached out to you? Are you looking for sponsorship?
Honestly, in this point in my career, because I am trying to get the proper things done for my business as far as a LLC, trademark, stuff like that, everything's been coming out of my pocket. It's been sometimes where I use my paycheck to buy yarn, and I may not have money to do this and that. Everything I'm doing that I have done has came strictly out of my pocket. But as far as sponsorships, that is something I am looking forward to soon, to help me kind of get my brand where it needs, give it the exposure that it needs. Like I said, with me doing this for 2 years, and I kind of laugh at myself now, you would have thought I maybe had a trademark, an LLC, any of that sort. That is underway as far as me getting that done. But I said, for me to done everything that I have done without all that, that's very like fantastic, honestly. Like a lot of people think like I'm like legit, and I'm like, no, I'm just an underground fashion designer doing this. I don't have none of that backing me up right now. I'm just, strictly doing it out of my own pocket.
Wow, that's what's up.
Good.
That's good.
I'm kind of listening to a lot of different points you made, and you said that you're inspired by a lot of different artists. You don't want to copy anybody. Do you wear your own line? Do you wear your own clothes?
I have made a couple things for myself. Not really too much of a body issue thing. I when I think of making clothes, I always thought of making things for others. I'm the type of person, I think of others before myself, but I have said with my brand, I do need to start wearing more of my clothing more often, because people would like to see, like, hey, the designer that's making these clothes, what does she look like wearing these clothes? So that is something I do definitely
Well,
need to
not
get
only
back more
that,
in.
you want to kind of be your own walking billboard when people are saying, "Who are you wearing? Oh, that's really nice." Me, strictly for me.
Mhm.
Oh God, I gotta be a mom, guys. I apologize. Are you okay?
That's what's up. Hey, now I see your clothing. One could call it because it's knit that it's risque.
Mhm.
Um, do you consider your clothing risque, especially what's going on with black women and how black women are being viewed? And I don't want to seem like a hypocrite because I
Mhm.
love women. I really do. I love my woman. I love all women. You know what I'm saying? I love black women's shape. So I'll be a fool or very weird if I sit here and say that it's not appealing to the eye. You know what I'm saying? To see a woman in that type of clothing. But
Mhm.
with today's message, like the Balenciaga and the children with the bondage on and so forth, do you think about that? And that's one? And then the next question was, do you uh, is it year round? I guess it is year round. I guess maybe.
Hmm. That is something I really haven't took too much consideration into. I'm a risk taker, and I do feel with a lot of my clothes. It has been times certain models that will wear something that's a little. I wouldn't call my stuff provocative because I'm not trying to kind of give that feel out, but I would love people to be more confident and comfortable in my clothing. I have had, you sometimes get the wrong audience sometimes coming your way, and I had, creeps trying to, talk about my models in a disrespectful manner or as far as the outfits, and that's not what I'm about. I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate as far as people coming for my brand as far as oh well, her sides are showing too much or her legs are showing too much. When I look at my clothing, it is a self-reflection of me. It's a part of my soul. I don't ever want to offend nobody because, to be honest, me personally, I'm more of a modest person and I've always been like that, but I've always been the risk taker. And in this life, we only got one chance to actually be ourselves at our prime. I know when we get older, certain things, us as women, we can't wear. But I do feel like with right now of where I'm at and my demographic and my age range where I'm trying to reach, I would like to branch off and make stuff for, older women and, conservative women and stuff. But I do know for the most fact, as much crazy fashion there is nowadays, I doubt whatever I'm making is the wildest thing somebody has seen because it is crochet. Somebody probably will scratch their head and look like, what is this? But other than that, I never looked at my clothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And could you just repeat that second question for me?
Oh, I was asking, is it all year round clothing?
Oh, all year round. Yeah, if you want to say all year round, like I said, I can if it's winter time, if you want a sweater, if you want a crop sweater with like a dress, I can make that. If you want a full dress that's covering everything, I don't limit myself to just things that are skimpy. I do like with the black dress you have seen on my
Yeah,
Instagram.
that
With
dress
that,
is
that
is
was probably
live.
like my first like classy type of outfit I made, and because I made that for me for the Ohio Buckeye Awards because I was nominated back in August for one of the best clothing designers in Ohio. Like I said, I made that dress specifically for that event. So it kind of did give me more of like that classy, elegant feel that I was going for. Um, but like I said, year round, like I said, I can switch it up. You can have modest or you can have skimpy. It don't matter.
It don't matter. Let me ask you this: while you sitting here and you're doing this and you're coming up and you're being creative, and you're getting a buzz. How are you going to handle supply and demand? If you're handcrafting, if I take you to Shark Tank, or not me or anybody, somebody take you to Shark Tank, one of the first questions they're going to ask is how are you going to meet the demand, supply to demand? Because I can see it getting bigger. I can see you taking off with it. I was looking around. I'm trying to do a little bit more research on the show because everybody wants to be very certified and vertified and verified and all this bullshit stuff, excuse me. So we try and take it a little serious. So I see some other designers, not too many, doing the knitting and so forth, but I'm curious to know how would you handle something like that business-wise?
With that being said, when I first started everything, and if you want to consider me like a boutique, in a sense, a custom designer / boutique owner, how I want to run my business, and I have thought about that. I could find people that I trust, bring them in, teach them how to make the designs I make. But since a good maybe 98% of my designs are freestyle, if I were to sit you down in the room with me and try to like teach you step by step how to make a certain design, a lot of stuff, like if you told me to remake something, I more likely I can't remake it from that same exact pattern that I had did the first time, because everything is coming from pure imagination out my mind. So with that being said, I would like for my clothing, how I thought of my business, I would like to get to a point where I can make something, I post it on my website, and because it is one of a kind, it's unique, limited edition, whatever you want to call it, I just want people to be like, okay, she dropped something new. Let me be the first person to grab that. That's how I'm looking at running my business, because the whole fast manufacturing thing, I could try to do that because, like I said, everything is freestyled and one of a kind. Some things it's hard for me to recreate, and it's not going to look like the first time I made the first design.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, and even if you bring somebody in and teach them to knit, I want to keep saying crochet. I don't know why I want to keep saying. Is that the same thing or two different things?
Knitting is with the 2 needles. Crocheting is just with 1 needle.
Okay, you crochet too?
Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I crochet. I don't knit. I don't know how to do the 2 needles, but the 1 needle, I got you on that.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, maybe you need to do the bilingual. You know, you write with the left hand and write with the right hand.
Yeah.
Give me a round of applause.
Please help me with this.
No, not that. I need a round of applause because I'm being innovative here. I'm telling you. Lord have mercy.
Y'all know Grizz on his bullshit.
Oh, now you got to play her stuff.
I kind of wanted to add in this part to the information because I do bring the news you can use, and I'm just a person of resources. And so when you were speaking of the LLC and the business end of it, I wanted to kind of drop a few gems to you and give you a little direction on that. So the LLC, part of it, I'm not sure how far you've gotten into it, but it's probably one of the easier parts of the process. The other thing is going online and you want to be certified with the state to do business under your name, and then that kind of brings forth your trademark and all those kinds of things. Being really proactive about that, though, with label and branding. I'm not sure if anyone is aware on the show right now, but when Kanye wore the explicit shirts that were at Famous Fashion Week, I'm sure you all know of what I'm referring to. I won't use the phrase because it's just not necessary. However, when he introduced those shirts, what very intelligent
Pink people matter
business partners, they went and they copywrote that phrase, right? So it cannot be used any further by Kanye. It cannot be used by anyone unless these people kind of earned all of the anything monetary that will be compensated for it. And also, they are in the process of selling those rights to the NAACP. So those are the kind of things that you kind of want to be mindful of. Don't let anybody steal your business from under your nose because it happens every single day. And the second part to that with funding, when you were saying everything is coming out of your pocket, I wanted to just kind of get in the realm of the SBA administration. A lot of people think that it only pertains to the PPP loan and forgiveness. It's really a complete organization with a lot of resources for minority-owned businesses and women of color. So it's a very great resource to start with funding because there are minimal things that you need to qualify when you are a small business administration. So just a little bit of information that I had. I was keying into what you were saying in regards to, because I want to see us all win, right? So Black Girl Power, I want to see us win. I do think you have something very unique, and I like your one-of-a-kind thought process with it, because I said that when I said these are a lot of one-of-a-kind pieces. This is really nice. And the fact that you could have tangible something that could not be recreated by someone and you would never see it on someone else. I think it's a very great marketing tool. So I don't know, for people that are into brands and into being the first to have or the only to have, it's definitely something you should tap into. And I don't know if you have thought about it, but I know a lot of clothing brands, when they are starting out, they just kind of freely give away their merchandise to potential clients and customers who actually look good and wear those kinds of clothing. And I want to say for you, girl, Sierra, Carucci, you got a lot of celebrities you can kind of mark it out to because of the style, and I can see it being very high fashion. So I definitely like what you're doing, and I'm hoping that you reach the moon with it.
Thank you. Yeah, in these last several years, it has been, especially in the beginning, I have given away a lot of fashion pieces. They were my first design, so looking back, I'm not really too worried about it now. But in the past, it was a lot of stuff being given out for free. I had to learn my worth, had to learn, this stuff isn't made by no machines. Some of this stuff may take me from a day to a couple weeks just to make, and with every time I make something, I need to take in fact of the time it took to make it, the labor, and I put my soul into these clothes. So I can say with that, I have learned my lesson on that. I do know if I tend to work with somebody, more likely the people now, since I am kind of getting myself out there, people are starting to, see my work and actually pay for my stuff. I do know recently, this was back in the summer, Boosie Badass, he had a movie called The Water Boys. I had actually had one of my denim bralette pieces featured in his movie. You can actually check it out on my page. I do know with that, I had connected with a fashion designer when I went down there for a fashion show to showcase my work back in July.
How was that?
She had got me kind of connected with the right people. She's a wardrobe stylist, so I sent her a couple of my pieces. I know Suki, I think it's like Suki Hano on Instagram. She gave a couple of my pieces to her, a couple pieces of Jessica Dime. And like I said, there's one actress, she was the one that wore my outfit in the Boosie movie. Certain stuff I don't mind giving out for free, especially if I know it was like either like a first time, like when I first made it, or if it's one of them things like I know I'm trying to kind of get my name out there. So I don't mind if I don't get something in return. But moving forward, especially from a couple months ago to now, I know everything that I'm doing is I have to put a lot of stuff under contract. I have to put a lot of stuff, people got to pay me for my worth. I would love to see everybody wear my clothes, but at the same time, I can't give nothing out for free no more.
That's what's up. So first, I want to say, if you don't have all the stuff that Ivory was talking about, please reach out to her. She's very resourceful, and she is a fiduciary investor. So say fiduciary for me. Can you say fiduciary? No, Crystal, Karli'e.
Oh, you okay? Oh, my say it one more time.
Say fiduciary.
Fiduciary?
No. See, that's why the word is funny. Say fiduciary.
I did not say it.
See, well, she is about money, and she's reached out to you. So if you want to get your tax ID, your LLC, all your finances in order, as far as your business, she can do that. She's been on Instagram bragging about her damn awards and this, that, and that. She's floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. She took a sabbatical. and that's sabbatical. She told us,
And it's fiduciary.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
So reach
Gotcha.
out to her with that, and she can take you to that next level if you're not there or not, or give you some advice and everything. So with that, I had a question about men's clothing. Have you done anything for men or kids?
With that, especially the last several months, I have been working on different men's pieces. Right now I am doing the crochet two-tone hats, ski mask. I had a fella ask me about a hoodie. Never made a hoodie. I made a sweater before, but not a hoodie. I do know in the past when I started with my denim designs, I was strictly making like, I'll go to like Goodwill or any thrift store, find me a good quality pair of jeans like Wrangler or Tommy Hilfiger. Like I said, I'll bleach them up, like how the guys like it. But I know with guys, because I know their fashion taste is a little different, especially for the ones who, how do I say this in an appropriate manner, who's not on that, like basically like a little flamboyant. I try to keep it neutral for all men, regardless of what your sexual orientation is, because I don't judge. I love everybody. I want everybody to wear my clothes, but I do know some men, when it comes to crochet things or even denim things, they don't want it to look too like they're trying to attract the wrong crowd, if you get what I'm saying.
What? Crochet? What? Rewind. I didn't think that, because I was thinking like, listening to you, like, you know what? I'm sitting here thinking of a badass blue jean jacket. I want the jacket, the blue jean, and I want the crochet or whatever the word is you saying. Is that the right word? Knitting. No, crocheting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know, like a vest. It would be over top of the blue jean. You know what I'm saying? The tie-dye blue jean jacket, that, and then my jeans, and then I don't know if you remember.
Grizz on here trying to design his own clothes.
Hey!
But I like inspiration. I like hearing that kind of
see what I'm
stuff.
saying? How can people hate on me? Can I please? Here I am shouting you out about your business, and you come back here hating on me. Can I please finish telling her my vision?
Can you please help me with this?
And you too, Mr. Producer. Look, hold on. We got to do the haterville, but the jeans, you know what I'm saying? They would have the crochet part on just the front part, like they used to have back in the day when I'm an old guy, when they used to have the suede on the part of the jeans. You might
I know what you're talking about. I seen that before.
Yeah, but just do it with yarn. I think that'd be hot. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, all these haters, give me a round of applause for my creativity and giving this young woman some inspiration. That's what we do over here for our black queens, is we inspire. Okay, I'm done. But
I really can't with you tonight.
Whatever, man, woman. But anyway, as far as that would mean that you do special order and like I just did, something like that. How much would that run me? How much does a custom piece? And how do you say the name?
Which one?
No.
Hermosa era.
Hermosa.
Hermosa meaning beautiful in Spanish.
Okay, because I was like, man, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say it wrong.
Oh no, you're fine. Yep, Hermosa.
See.
Hermosa.
Help me with this.
Her and then Mosa.
Oh, like mimosa. Hermosa. It's still the mimosa. Hermosa. I just got to get it off the tongue like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and where did you come up with that name from?
Honestly, wow, I got to think back. Like I said, when I started my brand in middle school, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I believe somebody, it was an encounter I had with somebody and they used the word. I didn't know what the word meant. So, as a kid, I went home, looked it up to see what it meant. And I was like, oh, that has a nice ring to it. And then the era part, I just look at it as, us as humans, we only get so much time on this earth. And I do believe, especially like I said, with you being in your prime, even just being young and stuff like that, that's normally the best time to let your inner self really shine. So that's kind of where Hermosa Air came from. A beautiful time. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
So with my clothes, in the moment that you slip on my clothes, this is your time. This is your era. This is your time to truly express who you are to everybody. That's how I look at it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, how much would a custom piece cost? How do you factor that in?
So, depending on what the design is, how long it may take me to make. I try not to be too cocky. I can bust out a big design. Like if somebody that was say if it was a tall girl that came to me and said, "Hey, I needed a strapless dress made before the end of the month." And with me, normally I try to bust out orders within the first week or two of me having them. I could honestly make them in less than a few days, but I do notice, because I am using my hands a lot and me rushing, doing the constant movement of wrapping the yarn around the needle and all that. I know that's going to be wear and tear on my hands as time goes on. So I do kind of factor that in when I'm thinking of pricing. But for the most part, most custom orders start around $50, $50 to $60. Now, depending on what it is and if it's more detailed, then I go from there.
Okay, dig that. That's what's up. I'm definitely I want to be the first male custom piece that you make and showcase it off of my design. You know what I'm talking about? And we could work together and consult or whatever, and I pay however much you need to be paid for. But I got to find the right denim suit because the stuff out here is looking like you said. Like, see, now I get what you were saying. You right. We don't want to attract the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? But we'll figure that out. But I want to thank you for coming on the show today. Ivory, you got anything else?
Like I said, I like to see you soar, Mama.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate y'all for having me on here. I literally had to rush home from work to get on here, but I'm enjoying my journey. This designing journey, it was meant for me. I do believe this is where God has called me to be. So I'm extremely grateful.
See, and God called you to GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE. You know what I'm talking about? And he directed you so you can get your business affairs in order and everything. Man, we over here trying to bless people because we are blessed. Let the church say amen. Amen.
Yes, amen.
Give a round of applause. All right. And we're going to let you go. We're going to continue on with news you can use. And we got, ladies and gentlemen, we got another guest coming in, man. I couldn't wait, to have him come on, man. Mr. Ron Mack, he's been out here doing his thing for the longest, and a lot of stuff been on his mind. And he want to get it off his chest. And I said, hey, why not? You know what I'm talking about? It's the day before Turkey Day. We ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't picking no greens. No greens. Are you welcome to stay on if you want to and discuss?
Oh, no, you're fine. I actually have to go back to work. I literally drove home to do this, and I got to go back to work.
Okay. All right. Well, so 7:45, he gonna be on here. We gonna talk and do the daggone thing, Ivory, see how we did that there? You see how we did that there? You see how we did that there? Yes. And from me to you, we got some big things coming, man. Studio being built, you know what I'm talking about? This guy over here, I just can't even talk about it. I keep saying that, and that's why I shut up, because we got to let the fruitation and manifest and do what it's doing, and it's doing what it's doing. I've gotten so many people wanting to get on the show and be a part of this and that, and then people that's been on the show that we didn't interview, their numbers or what they're doing is going up and being paid attention to. The reels is working, you know what I'm saying? So we still got to grow, and we still got to climb, you know what I'm talking about? We ain't got no big head because it's, well, I got a big head anyway, but but it's not because of that. We still out here bumping and grinding, you know what I'm saying? So, news you can use. What you got for me?
So, I wanted to tap in. Well, let me reverse, because last week when I came back, I told everybody that I was going to give them some information in regards to their life insurance policies if you have them. I just want to tap into that because I totally forgot. The two very important questions to ask when it comes to your policy is, what do I get if I don't die? So if this policy does not pay out, what is your guaranteed cash value? That is what it's called. If you do not see guaranteed cash value on your policy, that means you do not have one. If you outlive your policy, you get nothing, zero, zilch, nada. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, so many people think that life insurance is not important, because you simply just don't know what questions to ask. So if you are wanting to have a policy where you get something out of it, either way, whether it's because your family got paid up on your passing or you did not pass away within that time frame and so you receive something back, ask those questions up front. The second part is I hear a lot of people saying that they went to take a loan against their life insurance policy and then it was worth nothing. So find out what your interest rates are on the loans, if you take any of those out. So those are two very important things that you want to ask. Where you will find that information is inside of your policy. It will literally say your guaranteed cash value. Don't see it, you don't have it. All right. So next, I wanted to tap into the AMAs. Did you watch the AMAs?
Oh, we can't talk about that right now. We gotta wait till Ron Mack get on. If he out here listening, call in. You got to skip to something else because we got to get him on here because he made a post and it was going a little bit ham and he had some things to say and a whole lot of stuff. So we're going to skip past that. If you don't call in, then we'll come back.
I can't say my news you can use because somebody wanted. Nah, I'm just kidding.
What? I'm just saying. Ron Mack is Ron Mack. You know what I'm talking about? One of the Cincinnati legends.
Okay, so the next major, most important thing that's happened, and I want to talk about this because it's been happening and it keeps happening, is we have the mass shootings that are happening. Most recently, the Walmart employee that shot 6 people.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
and you know what's even more crazy, Ivory, is we seeing Negroes coming out just popping people.
So that's what I was getting ready to say. We used to not see this happen in communities with people of color, and now it's transcending over to the people of color, and we're seeing these types of crimes and criminal activities happen everywhere. We are still dealing with the mass shooting that happened in Colorado over at the LGBTQ plus community. There was a club, there was a drag show that was happening, there was a lot of people in participation, and that event got shut up. Turn around and somebody, disgruntled worker, comes to work and kills some people. So I just wanted to say, like, seriously, y'all, don't take a day for granted. Be aware of your surroundings. If something don't look right, follow your gut instinct. Get the hell out of Dodge, because 9 times out of 10, you're sticking around to find out what's going to happen, and it might involve you. So don't do that to yourself. But I didn't hear any new news in regards to the shooting, other than they finally identified the person who did the shooting. His name is 31-year-old Andre Bing.
This is the 6 in Walmart in Virginia.
Yeah, well, he was at the Chesapeake Bay Walmart. And so that Walmart is closed under investigation. It should be probably until after the holiday. But it's just sad that, that's 6 lives that won't be going into the holiday weekend all over. Who knows what? It could have been something that could have been talked out. Maybe. I don't know. But again, just be aware of your surroundings. You don't know what kind of day somebody else is waking up and having. So don't antagonize people, folks. You just don't know.
Hey, we had that discussion at the 9 to 5 today. They was talking about it, and that you can't mess with people. A lot of people cap and Jones on people, and you don't know what the hell they going through. It's crazy out here. Like I said, me and my brother took me down to the hat store, Bassak's, downtown, and that's all that older guy could talk about. It's a legend as far as hats is concerned, but his docile and humble self he just kept saying, don't get into it with anybody. If anybody wants to argue or Walk away. Turn away. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I don't know if he was shocked because it was a black person that shot all these people, these 6 people in the store or whatever. But the genuine concern was there, and you don't know what's going on in people's minds, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, true. That's definitely true. So, in other news, because I wanted to touch base on something that I also spoke about, which was dude, I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm watching so many things. I'm listening to so many things at one time. When it comes to your money, I spoke about the student loan relief, and it's been put on hold. However, if you are one of those people like me, you got some information back. It was a letter sent back to saying, hey, we're going to forgive you as soon as the cock blockers stop cock blocking on the student loan forgiveness program.
So the letter read like that. So wait a minute. Now, see, you ain't played. Can you help me with this schmuck when you said that? This girl went straight ghetto. She talking about something. The cock blocker once your stuff will be redone, relinquished after the cock blockers stop cock blocking.
Can you please help me with this schmuck?
That's cock blocking. Cock blocking. They cock blocking big time. So since we are so close to the holiday time, y'all, a good way to utilize all of your holiday resources and benefits. A lot of you are signed up for subscriptions and things that will get you additions to things that you purchase. Be mindful, y'all. If you're a little strapped for cash this holiday season, use those free incentives as your gift giveaway. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you like. Give it away to someone who likes that thing in your family if you're involved in a gift exchange or something like that. Like I know Victoria's Secret has a free panty giveaway. They have a lot of programs like a free this or free that. And even think of gifting in terms of gift cards. If you are offered a gift card somewhere that you don't typically shop, but someone else in your family does or your coworker, give those things away because you just don't want to be wasting your money this holiday season. So those are my tips and tricks to save a few dollars. Use your Kroger Plus points for gas now if you're traveling.
Oh, Lord. I know you didn't say that. Last night we was out shopping and we was at Kroger's. And this girl got so many gas points and got upset because the gas dude didn't know how to read the gas points. Well, if she had her way, she would have got out the car and went up to the window and said, what you mean you don't know how to read? You don't know how to gas these points. And that is very helpful because those gas points come in handy. I'm going to do that tomorrow. You know, would it be $3.39? It might be $3.29 or $3.25 by the time you add them gas points in there.
Listen, you can have so many gas points in the month of November and December. It's like 4 times the points. You can literally get gas for cents on the gallon. Listen to me. I have done it. I do it usually every holiday season when I know I'm going to travel. I start racking up my points early in the month of October. You can carry them on over into November, and those from November unused go into December. So I'm just telling you, if you're looking for a quick way to save, that is definitely one of them. You're going to be shopping anyway. Use somewhere that has benefits that's local to you or within your, traveling destination. And so that's what I have. I'm sorry, did you say we were having another guest? I was trying to slide through everything so I didn't overtalk and the guest couldn't have some time. But
yeah, but probably, I don't know. So let's go back to the AMAs because at first I thought it was
AMA Awards.
Can you please help me with this schmuck?
Whatever. But anyway, go ahead.
I have to say I don't really know how to feel about the AMA Awards, but I do feel like some very talented artists were overlooked. I also feel like some of the awards were given out because of positions and not because of talent. And so I'll start with you. Did you see things coming with the best R&B song of the year?
Well, to be honest with you, I had Ron said he about to call in, tap in. But to be honest with you, I didn't even know the AMA Awards was going on. Most of the time, no, I didn't see any. I'm being straight up. even on social media, I didn't see anything about it till after. I had to go look when he posted that, when he tagged me to that post of Michael dancing. I mean Michael dancing. Ain't that something? Of Chris Brown dancing. And I said, well, damn, what was the big deal about not him performing or not performing, whatever? So I was kind of confused and trying to put my little spin on it, like what, detect what was going on. But before I even saw anything about the reason why, the first thing I came to my mind was Michael Jackson's estate, which is, I think his mother and somebody else or whatever is in control of that. And I was thinking that, not that they didn't ask, but something didn't get cleared with them, which
I don't think something didn't get cleared. I think somebody didn't want to pay. So we all know that Michael Jackson was
that
in
is
the
the
midst of
exactly.
complete rights of all of his musical estates, and so I think it was a matter of who had to
Disrespect.
get paid in regards to have the show go on. Chris Brown, we know, made his big comeback with the Michael Jackson like performance after the whole him and Rihanna incident. The black music industry had completely done away with Chris Brown. He went on BET. He made this fabulous comeback performance, and we all opened our arms and welcomed back in. Oh God, we need Chris Brown. However, I'm going to say I definitely would have been entertained by his performance, and he was going to incorporate Sierra, and we never know who else. And I just would like to know if there's anybody of any major importance in the music industry or that has a major platform, would you please give access to Chris Brown to do that performance?
Hey,
Or
you know what?
anything else?
You know what? That's what Mac was talking about on his post. That should have been a given, because
Yeah.
those folks, the powers to be, because they tried to slide that in, and I'm sure Chris Brown did not know that no permission or anything had been given for that, or the issues with that. So he's an artist performing and doing what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? His tribute to Michael Jackson. So that's where his focus was. That last part of that step that nigga did, boy, he was like, like the Thriller move. That nigga, we gonna get Alonzo on here. I want to learn how to do that move. That boy
You
was.
ain't finna learn how to do that.
I'm gonna
You
tell
ain't
Alonzo
finna
to
learn.
show me how to do that. I don't know what you talk about, girl, but my daughter, she used to dance, and we used to do them little dance things together. But that move Chris Brown did, that was cold. He was like, I'm like, oh shit, I want to do that. I want to do that. So I know he was focused on the tribute part, trying to, make a bomb ass show for everybody. That would have been a ooh ah moment, like that would have been monumental. And I do believe those people, like you said, didn't want to pay. Michael Jackson was a beast when it came to the music. So all these conspiracy theories that why him, Prince, everybody gone. Michael owned the Beatles catalog, all their catalog. With him and Paul McCartney playing on the piano, black and white or whatever it was, Michael Jackson was plotting like, you mother suckers ain't gonna get me, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So that catalog, that itself was worth a whole lot of money. And those people didn't like that. They tried to set Michael up. They tried to say he was messing with kids. They tried to say he was crazy. Now we do know that he might have got his ass whooped a lot. I've been a victim of getting my ass whooped a lot, and it might traumatize you. But I don't think it traumatized to the point of what these people were trying to portray when you had people coming out after so long that, yeah, they was lying. Yeah, they got paid to do this and do that. And you're like, well, damn. And then you got people like Oprah Winfrey and everybody else trying to condemn him. But they only condemn those folks when they speak the truth or let the world know about the devil and his playground.
I'm not going into any conspiracy theories, but anybody everybody. What I do know is that was going to be a fantabulous show. I do think it largely has a lot to
Oh,
do
you a
with
devil
who had to
advocate.
get paid and who wasn't going to get paid behind the mastermind of the music, or maybe there wasn't any access to it. I don't know. They said that the AMAs put out a comment that they went in a different direction, whatever.
We
But
need
I
to
don't know.
boycott them.
I'm hoping that some kind of way we get to see the Chris Brown performance. I take away from that this. I want to see that damn performance because Chris Brown is one hell of a performer. And I'm gonna just be honest. Since we're talking about performances and Chris Brown, I just like to see some kind of way where there be a male performance between him, Usher, and Bruno Mars and all the whole little crew. Anderson Park. I'm just saying, I'd just like to see it. I'm here for it. I don't know if it would ever happen, but did you see August Alsina came out as gay?
Yes. Hold on for a minute. Yes, he did. I did see that. People. This
So
is
you
what.
can't say that you never saw it coming, right?
I'm gonna tell you this, Ivory. You say you brush off conspiracy theory like it's like it's not for real, but the same.
No. I only brush it off because they be pausing, freezing our shows when we start talking about too much of real stuff. I ain't want to not get into it because it's not real. I just don't want them messing with the daggone episode.
I ain't mad at you. But this stuff is on point. This is the same stuff that Kanye is going through right now. The exact same thing that he's going through. And like he said,
Oh, well, he announced he's running for president. Are you voting for Kanye? You seem to be a huge Kanye supporter.
who, me? No, let me tell you something. Girl, I am not a Kanye supporter of him being the president and no bullshit like that. What I am supporting is him speaking on the foul stuff that been going on, like we talking about Michael Jackson, Prince, all of these rap.
I can't even take Kanye serious.
Right? No. That part, you right. He danced with the devil, and now he wants to go ahead. But that's what a lot of them doing, and this is the backlash that they see. I mean, they feel. But back to August right quick, because we go off on that. But back to August Alsina. I kind of figured it out when he was on the Angela Yee, her
Breakfast Club?
No, he went on the Breakfast Club, her show.
Oh, her other show that she's doing.
It was I think it was a special interview that she was able to pull off with him because she Angela Yee. But in that interview, I remember the podcast, we was doing it, I remember vividly of him saying something about his sexuality. He said some word, and I thought that he would. What did he say? He do. What do you call them? People that do damn near do anything. Trisexual. Is that what it's called?
No, it's something else.
What?
Bisexual. Engage with both sexes when you're sexually active with both men and women. That's bisexual.
Not bi. I said try.
You what?
Well, that's the word. He tried anything, so I kind of got it clued in, and this Negro, first.
First of all, don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
Well, I'm just trying to say that he gave clues. And the second clue was.
And I'm sorry, what kind of sexual was it?
It was a trisexual. That's a real word. Trisexual. The niggas try anything.
You keep saying that.
Because it's a real word. Google it. Trisexual. They try anything. But that was the first clue.
Your inbox is going to go crazy.
I don't care. I don't care. And I'm going to make a clip of this anyway. But that was the first clue. I mean, the second clue. The first clue.
Openly sexual. I don't think
that's open.
Openly
same thing. Open sexual. That don't even sound right. Trisexual sound better. Say it. Say it with me. Open sexual.
Openly sexual.
You added another syllable. Openly sexual. That's too long to say. Trisexual is right on point, baby. You know what I'm talking about? It go right with the flow. Trisexual. Do what thou will. That's what that crap is. But anyway, that was the second one. The first clue I got was how obsessed he was with Will Smith. And Will Smith having a problem. That overshadowed everything to me, that them two was that mad at each other. And he was more upset with that, with him coming on out and this, that, and the third, than anything else. So
I think he had expectations of having an open sexually relationship with them as a couple. And maybe that is not how that turned out. I don't know, but I just hope August Alsina is a happy jit. Is that what they call those young fellas?
A what?
These days is
what?
jit.
A jit? What did you just say? A jit?
A jit.
What is a jit?
You don't got no Southern people older. Your elders ain't none of them from Florida. That's what
they from Florida.
They call them jits.
They are called jits. Is a jit short for something?
I think a jitterbug.
Oh, a jitterbug. Yeah, I wouldn't have put those two together. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Now, you want to talk about Southern words?
God bless you, Drew. Thank you. God bless you. And happy
Roundabout, whatever. I don't know, but yeah. See, all I go back to the, like you said, conspiracy theories and so forth. So yeah, August Alsina, yeah, and this is what kills me is people. I didn't get that he was gay or that was his brother. Like, hey man, you Negroes are devil's advocates. You really are. It is sitting here. Are you plain stupid? It's sitting here right in your face like they telling you they doing.
I mean, and not that it's anybody's business.
I'm not judging the guy.
I mean, he made it public information. He
Yeah.
was coming out to the public.
Yeah.
In regards to his sexuality, and like I said, makes me no difference either way. But I just wanted to know what was your take on it, and if you really saw it coming. And it sounds like you saw it a mile away.
10 miles away, honey. 10 miles away. I seen it last year. 2 years ago when they had that entanglement.
Anyway, that's my time, Grizz.
Well, it's my time too. We tried to get Ron back on here, but I think I forgot to tell him to download Skype. You know what I'm saying? But,
oh my God! Hey, Ron Mack, if you are listening, do not communicate with Grizz directly in regards to these things. Call someone else. He is high and he forgets.
And he partakes of the same thing. I don't know. Let me rephrase that. I don't know what he does. We don't dry snitch over here. There's none of that. But yes, I enjoyed today's show. Let's give us a round of applause. We got it in. You know what I'm saying? It's Turkey Day tomorrow, or whatever you want to call it. It's that going on. Shout out to Tyann Capri, who's at home cooking. So we'll have her back next week. And we'll try if we get Ron Mack on here next week. We've got a player from 3 from the Soul coming on. We got more businesses coming on. It's going down. So, you know, we up out of here. Oh, before we get out of here, though, let's give our sponsors. We got to give our sponsors. And you give your shout out too. Yeah, time for the sponsors. We got to get them going out.
It's Black Friday, Bagman has bags for half off with a $50 minimum purchase. The best thing about it is you don't have to purchase the bags that day. You can use it for future purchases. Thank you. It's Black Friday, Bagman has bags for half off with a $50.
iRepair Plus is the place for all tablet, smartphone, and computer repairs. We specialize in repairing broken screens, charge ports, batteries, cameras, and more. We remove viruses from computers, install new hard drives, and will have your computer running like new in no time. Plus, We activate phone service for Verizon Prepaid, T-Mobile Prepaid, and Ultra Mobile. Once activated, you can visit iRepair Plus to replenish your monthly service payment. Get an iPhone 8 for just $50 or an iPhone 7 for free when you switch to Verizon Prepaid. BYOD, that's bring your own device or purchase an unlocked device from iRepair Plus. We have the latest unlocked smartphones and accessories. We fix it, we finance it, we facilitate it. Call 513-521-0111. That's 513-521-0111.
Jarman Home Solutions LLC. Estimates at JarmanHomeSolutionsLLC.com. You know, Jarman Home Solutions is an electrical company that certifies in all your electrical needs. If you need a Tesla, if you need an electric car outlet in your garage, they do that. You need your fuse box moved, they do that. All certified black-owned electrician company. Call 513-266-8290 and get you an estimate. Also, want to give a shout out to DankNation.com. Premium brand of ganja coming to a dispensary to you soon in 2024. But in the meantime, go ahead and grab you a t-shirt from the beautiful selection that we have of Dank Nation merchandise. You know, so something to look forward to, y'all. But I'll give everybody a round of applause for the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out of here. So like I say, like we say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb. Check y'all out next Wednesday.
Let's go! The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz My 2 Cents.
Came for the jam, stayed for the sights. I'm blessed, looking great. One of a kind, I've heard what it is and isn't. Reason why we skipping, stunning for an image. I got cheap clothes on sale for the thrill. How we eating berries off season, I still remember me chasing. I don't take weights off often. Counting my cents, big and 8-gate options. Live on these flights, baby, in my pilot, call for the lights. We'll be done.